Hello everyone, this is Calvin's again, Pharmacy Management System. My website, my YouTube channel is HashLogic, whereby if you search by HashLogic at HashLogic, you will get this channel. And please, I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that in future projects you can easily get the notification. And ensure you select the bell icon. When you select bell icon, it means that when I upload new tutorial, you will be able to get the notification through your Chrome browser or any other form of browser where your YouTube is connected. Okay. If you need to talk to me by communicating, you will simply navigate to my website, haslogics.com, and here you will come to the contact form here down here where you can write me image and submit the form. Okay. To ensure that your Laragon is running, this is our server, Laragon server is running, and if once it is running, you simply ensure that your database is running. So we have database pharmacy, which we are working on using which are working on with our pharmacy management system, and we already created this table user with manually added one user called admin. So today I want to discuss with you how we can create menu. So navigation menu, we call it sidebar. So from our previous tutorial, we created this layout here. And in this layout, you can see we have the sidebar. So I just want us to create so that when you log in, you will be seeing here uses and other functionalities. We don't need this one. So we are going to clean this and then come up with something that is better than that. Okay. To do that, you simply come to your uh, Visual Studio Code, Visual Code Editor. Okay. Visual Code Editor, and then you click on sidebar here. Okay. And the sidebar, let me close that one, we don't need it for now. So we have this sidebar, so for now it is content of full of dummy data, and just because we already created that, so I just want us to clean it so that we start afresh. So let's just uh, clear this. So we will need this and we won't need this. So we need the side brand. Okay, so we can sidebar brand. Okay, and then we have here we will have ul, so ul is starting somewhere here. Okay, so let's just leave that. So this one we will take this to um pharmacy. Let's call this pharmacy, like that. Let's call it pharmacy, just like that. Then we can just clean these things, we don't need them for now. And then we will come here and yeah, so here is dashboard. We can leave it like that. Then we have dashboard one. So what we are getting here is let's see, it's dashboard. Okay, so when we come to dashboard here, you can see we have dashboard one, dashboard two, dashboard three. We don't need it for now, so we can just simply come here and then remove all this thing here. So you save the file, you come back and refresh, we see how it looks like. So you can see that we have successfully removed dashboard. So we can just leave it like this, and then we have theme generate. So we have this theme generate. Okay, we can come. We can also remove this. Okay, let us remove this. Okay, if you like, we can remove this one. I don't need it. So I can just simply remove that class, which is making it look like it is open. So you see this arrow down here. When we refresh that, the arrow is gone. So it remains like that. Okay. So let's We can also remove this one because we don't need it for that dashboard. Let it just remain dashboard, okay, because there is nothing we need to put it there. So this one is more clean. This is what I want. And then we need to remove other items. So we need to remove that, remove this, remove this, remove this. Let's just first of all put it like this. We will just add others in case we need them later on. So we should not be so much worried. And let me remove up to here and then save it. We can come back and refresh this. So we can see we already have, we remain with this one. So we can remove others. Let's just remove others. Okay. We remove that. We remove this. We remove this one. This. We also remove this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We are going to remove that one as well. This one. Okay. And let us just remove all the selections and save the file. Okay. After saving the files, we refresh this. So our sidebar is clean. So you can see that we have only two menu items. So this one underneath, we can change this one to be, let's make this one as let's say logout. Yeah, logout. And with the logout, we'll need a different let me copy something here. Copy this. Okay, let's just have a different class here. We are going to have something like an arrow. So when we refresh this, yeah, we have this. So you can see this beautiful, and for log out. And then we are also going to make this one. We are going to create that one to be like admins. So let's just call it users for now. So we are going to call it users. Okay. And also this class we can change it to be people. Okay. And then yeah, so with this one we are going to put a different URL later on. So let's just put that one for now. So right now we have a clean menu, you can see. So let's just remove this. You can also remove this one, and let's refresh this. And we can see that we have now users and logout. So we can also put the logout functionality which we already created. We had logout URL here called logout. So we can simply write that directly. So we have here by saying okay. So we put it as logout. So how do we do that? We simply we are going to put that as URL. Let's say URL and put this as logout. Okay, yeah, like that. So when we come here and refresh this page, we have that. When you click log out, it should be logging us out from the system. So if you refresh this, you cannot get into the dashboard. If you sign in, you get back to the new session. If you remove this URL from what we saw last time, it takes you there, though you are logging. So we are going to check so that it doesn't do that. Okay, that one we will implement because it shouldn't be taking you to log out direct there. Okay, so that one is something that we will work on in our next tutorial to see how we are going to check whether the user is already logging and the session has been started, and it simply takes you to the dashboard. Okay, so about this logout, we have done that. So about the users, what we are going to do, we are going to create a URL. Okay, and I want us to use actually this one, I want us to use segment directly. That one means that when we use segments, we will be able to know. So with logout, we don't need that, but when we use this, we will use segments. So we have seg2, seg1, seg2. So with the segment, we'll be able to know whether the URL is active or not active. Okay, so that is the reason why we are using. Otherwise, there is no any other reason behind that. So for us to do that, we will simply let me see. Actually, we have I'm going to use a class. I'm going to use a class, and the class which I'm going to have is simply behind this. Let's just write something like class. Actually, we are going to do it here inside the nav link. So we just put, sorry, we put it under nav link, and there we are going to use let's say if we're going to use if, and we're going to use request, if request, and then let's call that segment. So but this is going to be this is going to be seg2. Okay, so we say if request seg2, and we call it not really, we are on the dashboard. I should be starting with the dashboard one. For instance, the dashboard one. So let's use seg without using the, so let's just stop there for now. Then we come here, and then we write on this. So we say if request segment 2, so we call it dashboard. Okay, we call it dashboard, and let's say else, so we are going to collapse, and else ends if. Then let's put URL here. So our URL is going to be the URL that we had for the dashboard. Okay, so let's just check what did we have for the dashboard. Okay, so our dashboard is here, admin dashboard, like that. So when we come here and place, that is admin dashboard. Okay, so I think this is okay. This is now okay, and we save that file. We come here, refresh this page. So in this bootstrap site, we are going to use segment 2 and we are going to use this question to compare. So we are going to say if this URL, okay, this is our URL, then we are going to use the class navlink. Then we request our directory segment 2, where dashboard is active, we check if it is active, and then we highlight. Okay, so that is what we will be doing to add this menu. So if you come to the website and refresh this, you will see that now it highlights the dashboard properly. Okay, yeah, so that is what you need to do to ensure that you write this code as it is, because this is Bootstrap 5, and then um, also this one. So that is what we will do step by step. Each and every time we want to include a menu item, we can simply do that. Okay, so how do we write this one to users? Okay, so when you want to put that menu for users, we are going to point it to, like, when you click this URL admin users. Okay, when you click the URL admin users, we will be expecting you to list all users who are admin. Okay, yeah, so what we need to do is simply to copy this. You copy this URL which we have already put there, and you come to your dashboard like this. Okay, your web dot, this is where we are declaring our URL or our routes. Okay, but before that, I would love us to use we are going to use this as a middleware. So we are going to declare admin as a, we are going to use this as a group, whereby we are going to use the middleware. I won't introduce the use of role-wise, but of course role-wise is also okay. But in this tutorial, we shall be using the middleware. So that is how we create our sidebar. In our next tutorial, I want to show you how you can configure the admin middleware, whereby we can start creating users and other menu items or other items which we'll be inserting and updating into our databases. Okay,